You, the casual viewer, have probably taken a lot from this channel and found a lot of success taking my advice. However, the average man doesn't believe that he has any control over whether or not women like him. He believes that he is utterly at the whims of his genetics, of his race, of his height, of his demographic. So I decided to take a different tact to try to get through to these individuals. In this video, instead of me telling you how to get better with women, I'm gonna tell you how to become utterly repulsive with the opposite sex. With that being said, let's get into it.
King, give me the throne. I need a queen, she better than most. I need a palace, I need a horse. If you want gold.
Welcome to the New York City Seduction Bootcamp, July 1st through the 3rd. That's right, the weekend of 4th of July. 3 days in the Big Apple, talking to gorgeous models, going to the biggest clubs. During New York's biggest event, we'll be working on your charisma, your approach, your masculinity, making you more attractive to the opposite sex, helping you design your dream dating life. There are only 3 spots left for this event. Payment plans are available. If you're interested, text NYC to 702-841-9909. I look forward to hearing from you. Number 1, don't take care of yourself. Give up. Don't dress nice. Don't use hygiene. Don't shower. Don't use cologne or deodorant. Don't brush your teeth, whiten your teeth. Don't eat clean. Don't eat greens. Ew, gross. You might have better skin if you do this. No, instead, eat the shitty junk food you've always been eating, and your skin's gonna look like shit. Drink alcohol, destroy your liver, make your skin turn yellow, get jaundice. Don't try to work on a beard, clean your hair. Don't try to understand fashion at all. Instead, just dress in a trash bag. Dress in those stupid Skechers dad shoes I see a lot of guys wearing nowadays. Dress in pants that don't fit you. Because if you do these things, you might find women are gonna start looking your way a little bit more. And we don't want that. Be negative. Be utterly negative. Be negative towards men, women, and your situation in life, no matter what it is. Focus on that which you can't control. Because if you focus on that which you can control, you might be able to fix it. And we don't want that, because if you were to fix your situation, maybe you could turn it around and maybe women will start liking you. And instead, focus on how women suck, how men are greedy and evil. Focus on how corporations are trying to take over your life. Focus on how you're depressed and sad. Focus on your job. Focus on things that you can actually, honestly, 110% change, but you're too much of a bitch to fix it. No, instead, get mad at YouTubers like me for trying to help. Get mad at me and assume that I must be trying to scam you. That I haven't spent 12 years going out myself, at first suffering utterly, to come out on top to figure it out. No, instead, tell yourself that this couldn't possibly be true. That somebody who looks like this in the camera that is so confident couldn't possibly have ever been bad with women. Instead, stay the shitty individual you've always been, and then blame everybody else. Never face fear or discomfort. Because if you face fear or discomfort, let's say you go out and decide to talk to women to try to learn how to become more seductive, more charismatic, more of an upbeat individual, more somebody that is the light in everybody's eyes, somebody that people want to be around, you probably would never learn any lessons and you might start changing. Ooh, you start changing. And to be a good person means to be yourself, despite the fact that yourself creeps women out, that makes people annoyed when you're around. No, instead be yourself, because that's the good thing to be. Your dark internal worm. Be that evil little shitwad you've always been, that quiet, passive-aggressive individual you've always been. Because being yourself is the best version of you. There's no better version of you other than this person you currently are. If you face fear or discomfort, you might have to change. And a change means a different life situation. A different life situation means different results. People start liking you. We want you alone in your mom's basement for the rest of your life. That's the point of this video. Sub-communicate low value through body language and sub-communications. Speak really high in your voice. Speak really fast without any pauses. Nervously fidget whenever people are around. Be incapable of holding eye contact or speaking up. Be quiet. Never say a word. Unless it's behind a keyboard on a computer screen. Then you're the most negative worm that you've been holding inside, afraid to actually say this shit to somebody's face. Instead, being passive-aggressive as fuck. Be afraid of having boundaries. Be afraid of taking up space when you're in public, of sitting comfortably. Instead, when you're around other people, you have to be really nervous and anxious, incapable of actually relaxing. Speak in a monotone voice your entire life, because if you speak in a monotone voice, nobody will ever listen to you. And if somebody listens to you, it might be a girl. And if that girl listens to you, she might realize she actually fucking likes you. Emotions are contagious. If you're relaxed or happy, then other people start feeling it. And then people are going to want to be around you. So keep being anxious, fearful, keep being angry and dark, keep being creepy. Have no friends. Have no contacts. Don't talk to strangers. Don't go out to clubs or bars to go talk to women. Because it's creepy to do so, isn't it? To go and be social, despite the fact that your human drives is to be an extroverted individual, to make friends, to make connections. No, you're going to be an alpha omega lone wolf. We have this way of backwards rationalizing actions. You decided that you are too afraid to go out and talk to people. So why are you too afraid to go out and talk to people? It's not because you're a bitch. Instead, it's because you're being a good person. You're not being creepy, putting this energy on other people. You're an omega alpha lone wolf. You don't need people. You just need yourself. And somehow that's noble or cool. Instead of what it actually is. You just being alone. Too incompetent to make friends or to contact people because your entire life you've been afraid. Now the fear has been stacking as you have rationalized day after day not talking to people or getting yourself out there. You've been single now for fucking years. You haven't had sex in years. And instead of getting yourself out there, you're gonna look at a YouTuber like me who's been trying to get you the fuck out of the house forever. Fuck you for trying to make me better. I wanna stay the fucking same. And that's the right answer. If you wanna become a disgusting sleazeball that girls will never like. Never develop skills or competencies. Never become good at anything. Never learn anything new, because if you learn something new, you might fail. Despite the fact that long term, it means way better for your life. Despite the fact that leaning into something that is scary or something that you're not good at may in the end turn out to you being really fucking good at it. No, people are born with skills. It's not that somebody has worked their ass off for years to become really fucking good at something. It's that they genetically were predispositioned to be good at something. Because the idea of somebody actually putting in years of work to become really fucking good at something is out of your realm of the reality because you've never done it. You've leaned into the easy lane your entire life. You've only leaned into things that you were really good at. And you can't imagine another person having the willpower to push into that shit. And that train of thought should continue. If you want to be utterly disgusting with the opposite sex, you're on the right track. Continue to ignore all the factors that can make you good with the opposite sex. Very clearly improve your results. No, instead, keep being the same fucking person you've always been. Never change. With that being said, peace.
King, give me the throne. I need a queen, she better than most. I need a palace, I need a horse. If you want gold, then I am the source. I need a crown, I need a sword. I got my team, we going to war. You want my kids, you be my pawns. We don't relate, you taking a loss. I am a king, give me the throne. I need a queen, she better than most. I need a palace, I need a horse. If you want gold, then I am the source.